Seriously, I don't care who you are, but sleeping around is wrong. It's disgusting. It tells a lot about you, and I think that it should be known as common sense. But I think that it's been normalized in this society to behave that way and to do that every single whenever you do it. But I think that you are basically lowering your self-value, having no self-respect, and putting yourself in a situation you shouldn't be doing. It's disgusting. It's disgusting for you. It's disgusting for your mental health and everything that revolves around yourself and maybe potential people in your life. I hear this topic being brought a lot, and I think that when creators talk about it, it's as if they're trying to, make it known, make it understood by people that this isn't okay, but it's not as if we're talking about it as if it's literally common sense. I think that this topic is just not seen as some kind of common sense topic because this hookup culture has been normalized, sleeping around, being with multiple other people in a short period of time normalized. But I don't think this is right. Even if a lot of people are doing it, does not mean it's right. It does not mean it's okay. And the way people just talk about it just makes it seem as if it's this kind of, I don't even know, this kind of topic that isn't defined as not normal, but I think it's not normal and that it's, as I already said multiple times, common sense that this is not okay. It is not, but people do it and that's on you, okay? But that does not mean it's right. That does not mean you should be doing it because once again, it messes up a lot with yourself. It's disgusting towards yourself, towards potential people in your life, and your mental health, whether you realize it or not. So, doing this kind of act, I would say, lowers your self value because if you are capable of doing that to yourself and putting yourself in a position that you are available to multiple other people just because with no purpose, because then you don't have enough self respect and value to not be approaching these kind of situations. I think that those situations are not as difficult to, if you think about it, it's pretty simple to not put yourself in that kind of position. The only reason why you are in that position is because you're surrounded, one, maybe by people who do the same, and two, because you have no real purpose in life. Three, you don't really care, and the list goes on. But if you're capable of letting other people interfere with yourself and everything, as simple as that, then you have no self respect, you have no boundaries. You're capable of letting people interfere with this sort of valuable energy that you should consider that way easily. And I don't understand how it's just that simple and not a big deal for people to these kind of hookup type of things and be with multiple other people just because. And I don't get it, and I don't think it should be understandable because it shouldn't be done at all whatsoever. And if you're capable of letting this sleeping around type of culture interfere with you, then you have no self respect, you have no self value because someone that values themselves ensures to be with people that actually align with themselves, that are valuable to them. And you, as yourself, should have some sort of purpose, some sort of goals, and just consider yourself as a scarce person, or not just being available to whoever you might find a connection with. I don't think it should be that simple, but it is, unfortunately, for many. As I already said, your self-respect is really low to be able to sleep around with multiple people just because, and to be in this kind of cycle, because if you respect yourself, you would not be doing that whatsoever. You would put yourself in a position that being in those sort of situations would be more difficult. But no, if you are in a lifestyle that makes it really easy for you to find these people to even sleep around with in the first place, then I think you're living the wrong lifestyle to be attracting these kind of situations. Because someone that does not even try to interact with that kind of lifestyle, those kind of people would not even be in that situation whatsoever. So if you're in that situation, then that means you are affected by what is making you be in it in the first place, because I don't think it's easy. Maybe it is. Maybe that I'm wrong and that there's a lot more people who have this kind of mentality and that are doing that. Maybe that's how our generation is and maybe that it's less common to see people not do those kind of things. Maybe. I'm not too sure. And I don't really want to know. And honestly, I don't know if you're this kind of person and that you're doing it because of this sort of ego or self esteem. Does this kind of behavior make you more secure about yourself, boost your ego, and that you're telling yourself if you don't do that, that it will maybe make you feel less valuable or less validated by people? Is this it? I don't know, but you really have to ask yourself at some point, why are you doing this? How is it that benefiting you in any sort of way? Is this actually beneficial to you? Because I ensure you that there is absolutely no benefit to it. There's no benefit. And it's actually doing more harm to you than you actually realize it. You might not realize it, you might not realize it. But in silence, it's actually destroying your mental health, it's destroying your well being, it's destroying your potential in this life, and just making you live this empty sort of life that should be fixed. But just as a whole, I think that sleeping around is disgusting as a whole and that it shouldn't be seen as this normal thing. It shouldn't be seen as that. Just because a lot of people are doing it, just because everyone's doing it, does not mean it's normal. Does not mean you should be doing it. Does not mean you have to be influenced by people or your surroundings that are literally doing that. It does not mean that. You have to have some sort of self control. You have to put yourself back on track. You have to stop doing these things that are lowering your self value. You have to give yourself more respect. You literally can't just let yourself go to anyone. Are you serious? Why are you doing this? I don't honestly have this self reflection. If you're someone who does this, why are you doing this? How is this beneficial to you in the long run? How is this good for you in any sort of ways? Are you not scared of diseases? Are you not scared of losing yourself? Are you not scared of ruining your mental health? Are you not scared of all these negative effects that might be breaking you down in silence? Do you not care? Do you not care about yourself at all? Because if that's the case, then I really encourage you to find purpose in life, to find your way, and to find something for you in this life instead of just literally wasting yourself. Don't do that. Don't do it. I don't care what anyone says. If you're out here sleeping around, you're in the wrong. Whether you're a girl or a guy, I don't care. This is wrong. It shouldn't be normalized. And the way that I just hear people talking about it, creators and just people expressing this kind of topic, it's as if we're talking about it as if it's not common sense, as I kept saying at the beginning of this video. But I think it should be talked about as a severe topic, that this is not normal, because it's common sense that you should not be sleeping around with that many people. It just isn't that. This kind of body count thing is kind of insane. It's as if it's becoming a competition. This is not what it is. This is not what life is about. There is much more other things about life than sleeping around. Please find that within you. Find something to live for. Don't live for desires of this world that are temporary, that are actually just making every single thing worse. Every single thing you're living in is like worse. Live with purpose. Find your purpose. Don't live this way. It's not worth it whatsoever. So once again, it's disgusting towards you, towards your mental health, and towards potential people in your life. Fix that, find purpose in life. Subscribe to join the community. I'll see you guys in the next one, and comment your thoughts in the comments below. And goodbye.